Welcome back, investors. Today we will learn about a commonly known but least understood concept, the phenomenon of compounding. Albert Einstein once told that compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He also told that he who understands it earns it, he who doesn't pays it. So much true of it. Compounding is the process by which an asset earns from either its capital gains or interest generated and are reinvested to generate additional earnings over time. In this, your investment will generate earnings from both your principal and the accumulated earnings from preceding periods. In other words, compounding is the ability of an asset to generate earnings which are then reinvested or remain invested with the goal of generating their own earnings. It generates earning from previous earnings simply. So, how the compounding works? So, on the screen, I have pointed out three main things so that the compounding will work. The first point is principal invested should remain invested and untouched. So, you should not be taking out the amount which you had invested, say in a security or a stock. And the second thing, all the earnings or returns from that principal or the investment you are done, and the earnings and returns with the investment generates are reinvested every time. Like, say, for an example, if you have a 8% or 10% interest or returns per year, you should not take out that interest amount, but you have to put it back into the same investment so that that investment or the interest which you got from that investment again multiplies in that same interest percentage over years and multiplies your returns. And the third and most important is give longest time duration. So the longer you stay, the earlier you start, or the very long time you give for your investment, the compounding effects will be multiple fold. This compounded final amount, as in the how the compounding works, is simply by the equation you see on the screen. So it is the principal amount into 1 plus the annual rate of return, say 8, 10, 15, whatever percentage, raised to number of years. So if it is for 10 years, then 10 years. Otherwise, if it is 20 years, then 20 years. Rate of return is otherwise the annual interest rate. So basically what percentage of interest you get over your investment or your principal is nothing but the annual rate of return. Again, if you see on my screen, there is a curve which I have tried to plot here. So in the x-axis you can see the investment horizon in years. Say 0 is the starting here, so I name it as 0, the first year. Then 5 years, then 10 years, then 15, 20, 25, 30, 30th year. So I projected the years till 30, and on the y-axis you can see the compounded amount in INR, Indian rupees. So don't go with the unit of amount, so it is just the compounding effects, whatever unit it may be, the amount, it will only, I am only trying to project here the actual returns you get. So on the first 0th year you have this 1 lakh you have invested. Then if you see, I have considered a 8% nominal interest rate on the amount. So every yearly CAGR is 8%, and in the first year it will have a 8% interest. Then whatever amount 1 lakh plus 8% interest amount will be added up, and the second year you will have the 8% over the principal plus interest. then that cycle continues over the years. So if you see here in the, I have split this into 0, 15 and 30 years. So it is like 15 years is like middle of the year, and 30th year is like is the last year, and 0th year is the start year. So towards the middle, if you see on the 15th year, the money or your amount of 1 lakh has almost grown into 3 times. So it's like 3 lakh 17,000. So it's 3 times your 1 lakh amount. But the same after that, another 15 years you give. So that amount is not 6 times, but if you see that amount is 10 times the principal. So 10 lakh has 1 lakh has become 10 lakh, 10 lakh odd amount. So that is the beauty of investing over a longer period and consistently. So in this case, if you see, there are person A and person B. So person A invested 1 lakh in the 0th year, and say person B invested 1 lakh, or even in that case say 5 lakhs in 15th year. But still, though the amount is higher by person B, he had invested late. Like in his age 40 he had invested, compared to the other person who had invested in age 25. So the final amount at the end of 30th year for the person who had invested midway, and for the person against the person who had invested from 0th year, would be lesser. So that is why great investors always ask you to invest in a earlier ages of your career or your life, to remain stay invested in the investment, so that your compounding effect affects here. Like whatever dividends you are getting, or whatever interest you are getting out of the investment, it is suggested to put it back into the market or the investment, so that you get this compounding effect. Compounding effects works positively on assets as explained above, and even negatively for your liabilities as well, which is self-explanatory, because it is not only on the positive side. So for lenders on a liability side, the debt side, this compounding also impacts on the negative side. So to give you an example of compounding, the stock or companies who doesn't give away much of its earnings as dividends, which are less tax efficient, but chooses to reinvest the amount back into the business to multiply your returns, is a clear example of the magic of compounding being incorporated. So companies like Berkshire Hathaway by Warren Buffett, they normally don't give out much of the dividends, but they choose to reinvest the amount whatever they earn year on year into their investments, so that they again utilize the magic of compounding to multiply the returns. Like the stock price goes up because of the higher valuation going up because of this reinvestment, and hence effectively makes you more richer than a regular dividend payout. A similar example is a case of a dividend reinvestment concept of a mutual fund, which is having a growth option, unlike a dividend payout mutual fund. So there also, if the dividend is paid out by a mutual fund under dividend option, so there is no reinvestment, unlike a growth option, wherein whatever dividends also the stocks held under mutual funds gets, that amount is reinvested, and some amount of units of mutual fund is bought in those, so that your compounding effects there. So it is not only for stocks or mutual funds also, this equally is important. So the magic of compounding, sometimes called compound interest, has the greatest potential to transform your working money into a income generating tool. Also, as explained above, starting early and staying invested for long time is the key. But we need to ensure that wherever you are investing your money into is the right investment. which generates you the expected annual return consistently. Otherwise, if it is a loss making company or a loss making investment, then it will affect against you. So, start investing when you are young enough, just like Warren Buffett, as he started investing at the age of 11. If not 11 in your case, at least by age 25 or maximum 28, you have to start investing and try to stay long with patience and resilience for years ahead in a good quality investments, which really helps you work out the magic of compounding to generate multiple fold wealth for you. Happy investing.